Morning, honorable lecturers, and good morning, everyone. So today, our groups are going to discuss about internal and external factors affecting success in language learning. But before we continue to the presentation, I'm going to introduce the members of this group. So this group consists of three members. The first one, me, Imade Putrindra Utami as the first speaker, and Niputu Febrianti as the second speaker, and then Corin Yuniarti as the third or last speaker. So here, internal factors consist of 7 factors. Those are motivation, native language, self-efficacy, attitude, intelligence, age, and personality. And for the external factors consist of motivation, environment, opportunity, curriculum, peer, and culture. But in this section, I'm going to discuss about internal factor first, but I'm going to discuss only 3 factors. Those are four factors. Those are motivation, native language, self-efficacy, and attitude. The first one is motivation. Motivation is part of the closely related emotion with success. Someone who wants to be successful must have a motivation, especially internal motivation, also known as motivation that comes from oneself who really wants to develop themselves to be able to master the language. According to Harmer 2007, motivation is some kind of internal drive which pushes someone to do something in order to achieve something. In fact, learners who have a high learning motivation will be more successful than who's less or do not have a motivation, stated by Ibu Ratminingsih 2017. And the second one is native language. Native language, also known as mother tongue, the first language mastered by humans. So it is the first language mastered by humans through interaction with the members of society, such as family and surrounding community. And then the third one is self-efficacy. Self-efficacy strongly influences both the power a person actually has to face challenges competently and the choices a person is most likely to make. Apart from influencing students' learning, self-efficacy additionally affects motivation as it has been substantiated by a solid body of research defined by Pajares 1996 in Advani and Srivastava 2017. And then the last one is attitude. There are 3 parts of attitude that affecting success in language learning, such as cognitive part, the belief in something, emotional part, or the degree of likes and dislikes of something, and the part of connection, or the intention and action to do something. With positive attitude, a learner will be active in communicating with the people speaking target language. Holding a negative attitude, a learner tends to refuse or be afraid to contact the people speaking target language, which will definitely hinder the development of language learning and the improvement of the communicative ability defined by Sun 2019. So, for the others, internal factors will be explained by my partner, Febrianti, please.
Alright, thank you for the time. I'm Niputu Febrianti. As a second speaker, I will explain about intelligence, age, and personality. The first one, I will explain about intelligence. Alright, the first one is intelligence. According to the Lightbone and Spada 2003, as it is in Ratminingsih 2021, state that the term intelligence has traditionally been used to refer to performance on certain kinds of tests. These tests are often associated with success in school and a link between intelligence. Based on Gardner, 1930, introduced a theory of multiple intelligence. He described 8 types of intelligence. The first one is linguistic, and then logical mathematical, then spatial, then musical, and body kinesthetic. Okay, from those intelligence, we can decide interests of student with language learning. In conclusion, intelligence is one of many factors that affect team success in language learning. Next is age. Everybody agrees that age is a crucial factor in language learning. Moreover, all believe that young learners are best in language than adults. According to Richards, 1985 on page 98 state that language learning may be more difficult after puberty because the brain lacks the ability and adaptation. It is because children use a language to express their feeling in a simple way and get a better pronunciation. Then it is possible for them to speak like a native because of long period of learning. In addition, Hasina 2014 state that young learners better in language acquisition while adults are better in language rule and system. Adult learner faster and efficient while young learner achieve and long periods of language learning. It shows a difference in learning speed and achievement. In conclusion, language learning process in adults and young learners have advantages and disadvantages. The next factor is personality. Personality has been described as a set of that characterize an individual. It has been said that this concept is difficult to define and measure due to its nature. Based on Pasti Lightbound in year 2000, page 54 state that the most important personality factors are introversion or extroversion, self-esteem, inhibition, risk-taking, anxiety, and empathy. Moreover, introvert students are less likely to try make a new friends, practice speaking, afraid of make a mistake, and rather learn from books or class. However, outgoing or extrovert students are more likely to seek friendships and more social interaction that can promote language opportunity, and they may more learn speaking, while shy or introvert students may more learn reading and writing. Alright, next is the external factor. We'll describe with my friends as the last speaker.
Hi, my name is Corinne. I'm the third speaker of this group, and in this video I would like to explain about the external factors affect success in language learning. Well, as my first speaker have said before, that there are 6 external factors affect success in language learning. The factors are motivation, environment, opportunity, curriculum, peer, and culture. Well, let's get started from the first factor. The first factor is motivation. Madrid in 1995 divided motivation into 2. There are intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Here I would like to explain about extrinsic motivation related to the success in language learning. Well, extrinsic motivation somehow help to increase the learner's interest. Teachers should be motivators who encourage the students to have a positive attitude toward the subject. We should motivate our learners about the importance of the target language for their future. As we know that most of our learners tend to have deep fear in making a mistake, we should motivate them about this. It's okay for making a mistake, then lead them to find the correct one. Then make sure that in the next they will not do the same mistake again. And motivation is not only come from teachers but also come from parents, friends, and society. Lack of family support contribute a negative effect in the learner's learning process. According to Al-Sayed in 2003, motivations are change and vary by age. For example, a language learners start or begin studying English because their friends studying English too. and maybe for the next 2 years they studying English because of their parent pressures in order to develop their proficiency in language. And maybe for the next 5 years or 3 years they study English just because they want to travel around the world. The next factor is environment. Environment here refers to family, school, and society. According to that meaning, say in 2021, in a family environment, parents should always support the language learners, such as by giving a variety of supportive facilities and financial support, and also give wide access to the language learners, for example, like taking an English course, and also conduct a good and harmonious relationship in the family environment. And the next is school environment. A good relationship among teacher, student, and all school members can be a great motivation to the language learners to get a better achievement. And the last is society environment. Society environment has an important role in forming learners' academic achievement. The third factor is opportunity. One of the external factors which accomplish the language learning is the opportunity to use or deal with the language. Language learners who learn English in the native speaking countries get more opportunities to practice and play with the target language much more than the learners who learn English in their own country. According to Samana 2013, language study in the native speaking countries is beneficial. Why? Because the learner is likely to have more opportunities to face the different authentic circumstances both in classroom and in community. The next factor is curriculum. A well-prepared curriculum leads the learner to get a better language learning result. Not only a good curriculum, but also teacher's ability or the way teacher delivered the lesson is important. Curriculum is not only just regarded as a printed lesson plan which is used in the language learning, but also as an important document that should be implemented correctly in the classroom activities. The fifth is peer. Peer is one of the external factors which contribute to someone's success in language learning. The function of peer group here is to give the source of information and comparison about the learner's world outside the family. The learners get the feedback from the others about their strength, weakness, or ability, and this kind of process cannot be found at home. Learners who have full motivated peer in learning English will increase their motivation in learning English too. In contrast, learners who get along with unmotivated peer will give a bad influence. The last factor is cultures. According to the National Standard for the Foreign Language Education Project in QNLI 2006, a student cannot truly master a new language until they master the cultural context in which the new language occurs. This means that the understanding of the new cultures become the important element. When learners learn new target language, automatically we learn the culture of that target language. So, the cultural understanding is important here. Well, that's all about our group presentation about internal and external factors affect success in the language learning. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.